Well, hello everyone. Jill Ross here. If you've been thinking I could use a little extra fun in my life, or if you've been thinking I could use some extra finances in my life, or you've been thinking, golly, some fun friends would be fun, or gosh, just being fashionable and dialing up the fashion side of you and feeling good about how you look, you have come to the right place. So the I a group of us got together in Knoxville last week. It was our I can't even look at myself in the I was our company's convention, which Park Lane always does everything virtual, but our team loves to get together. And we have a growing group in the Knoxville, Tennessee area. And so 15 or so of us got together and just had a ball. And who brought the glasses? Tammy, do you remember?
Think it was Dana, wasn't it?
Was it Dana with the glasses? We went out on the town. Half the girls wore these out and about, y'all. Like, I was sad I forgot to bring mine, but it truly, truly, if you could just use something fun in your life, you are in the right spot here. And if you've ever thought to yourself, gosh, I wish I was in the right place at the right time. You know, those like, man, I wish I would have started X back in Z. And okay, this is the right place. And now is the right time. So I want to introduce my wing woman to y'all, the number 2 area team in the world, Tammy Drake. Tammy, share with us a couple minutes what try to keep it to a couple minutes, Tammy. What you are loving about Park Lane. What has just tell us a little bit.
Oh my goodness, it has been an amazing journey. I live in Knoxville, Tennessee, and so I have been a stylist about a year and a half now. And oh my goodness, I initially signed up to be a stylist because I'm a single mom also, and I wanted to bring in a little extra money because the older our kids get, the more expensive they become. Okay. So I was like, but I didn't want to, single mom, I didn't want to be out work outside of the home. So I prayed and God introduced me to Park Lane. And so it has been an amazing journey. And I initially signed up, like I said, to make some extra money. But then after I got into the business and started touching women's lives, I realized that I was making a positive impact on people. And women were walking out the door feeling more confident, more bold, and just a little more sassy over here because of Park Lane and and me introducing them to the jewelry. And it has been an amazing, amazing opportunity. I am newly promoted to division leader. I've started growing and building a team and of branch directors and area leaders. And I'm also a member of the Mercedes car program. And Jill's going to talk more about all these things later. So that's a little bit about me. How about that?
Oh, Tammy, it has been so fun watching in and alongside her very busy full-time administrator for a school. Yeah, she's got a full-time job and a mom of a junior, Michaela's going to be a junior, and all the busyness of that and being able to juggle that in and alongside with your Park Lane. I've so loved watching you, Tammy. Well, let me tell you a tiny bit about me, and then I'll tell you a whole bunch of stuff about Park Lane. But I've been in the direct sales jewelry industry for 28 years. I started when I was 13, which is a lie. So 28 years in this industry, and I was actually an officer in the Coast Guard. I was in the military, and it was going to be my chance to update my jewelry box. I flat out told the gal that recruited me that I was going to do 3 parties just to pay off my startup, because back in the day it was crazy expensive in the company that I got started with, and God knew what he was going to do with it. And baby number 2 came along, and I looked at my husband and I said, by the time we pay daycare for these 2 kids, my take home is going to be $2,000 a month. If I had the time to put at this jewelry, I could make $2,000 a month. And y'all, for the last 26 years, I have, and then some. At a point in our journey, we didn't stop at the 2 kids. We birthed 2 more, and then we adopted 3. So, grand total of 7. And in the interim there, my husband got to be a stay-at-home dad to 3 kids that had never had a dad because of jewelry. So I get a little passionate when I talk about direct sales, and I love fact, I will never forget the phone call with Tammy, and she was looking at starting her own online boutique. Getting to go to market, and I'm like, that just sounds like a lot of work, but okay, you must have a lot more time than I do coming out. So I'm so grateful, Tammy, that we had that discussion, and I just your Park Lane got to sit and marinate for you there. But so when my previous company, I was with Premier Designs for 22 years. They closed their doors in December of 2020. And I actually thought my time in direct sales was over. My husband very gently reminded me that we do still have 7 children, and I have this much time available, and I need this much income, and I have this much flexibility that I needed a job that could work in and around. The older the kids get, the more activities they're in. So not only are they expensive, but like I want to be there. I didn't count last year, but I bet there was 150 basketball games on my calendar. Now, lucky me, well, my three youngest were all playing ball. And if they had a game on the same night, 3 different locations. So I just picked my favorite and I went to his game. So I went to my senior's game. Of course, he was going to be done playing basketball. To have that flexibility to be able to work this in and around my crazy schedule that is pretty unpredictable. It has been the answer to the prayers that I prayed so many years ago. So let me tell you about Park Lane. I like to go over the 3 P's of Park Lane: the people, the product, and the programs. The people of Park Lane. Park Lane, this month, we are celebrating our 70th anniversary. So 1955, think Disney and McDonald's. Y'all, that is the longevity of this company. And when my previous company closed their doors, it's still one of the hardest things I've ever gone through. 22 years of just relationships, and oh my goodness, I needed to go with a company that was tried and true. And when my friend Jennifer Keller told me she was moving over to Park Lane, we'd been dear friends in our previous company. I actually called her to tell her, well, that's ridiculous. You live in California and it's 2020. You guys aren't even going anywhere. In Texas, things had started to open up a little bit here. She said, Jill, Park Lane is wrapping up the biggest year they've ever had. If a jewelry company can sell jewelry to women in quarantine, like what your marketing is doing something. I mean, that's ice to Eskimos, right? Like the only thing that grew in 2020 was Zoom. We all finally figured out how to use Zoom. We had to, right? By necessity. So I said, okay, if a company can grow during quarantine, it's definitely worth me taking out a notebook. And y'all, every year since then, Park Lane, bigger, 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 bigger. The high fashion jewelry industry is set to explode. Billions, $16 billion increase. Like it is. So talking about the right place at the right time, women are starting to realize, why spend $5,000 on a bracelet that now I'm too scared to wear? They're finally realizing this. Why spend $5,000 on a designer piece of jewelry when I can get one that looks just like it? Oh my gosh, our new Ivy bracelet, what is it, 80 something? I get it for half price, get it for 35 with one of our bonus items. Anyway, the industry is set to explode, y'all. And I am so excited that we are on the cusp and getting to be a front row seat of what's going on there. So Park Lane, debt free. That is what has allowed them to weather any of the storms, economic storms that have come along. When the company was founded, they did so on the premise that the owners would never take more than 2% of the profits for themselves. So when I start talking about the programs of Park Lane, 98% of our profits are getting rolled back into the stylists. Truly, when I tell you about these programs and all the things that they give away, and my suitcase is in the process of getting packed to go to Zurich, Switzerland. Park Lane has bought me a plane ticket and is putting me up in the nicest hotel and meals and parties, and oh my goodness, paid for out of the 98%. So it just, Park Lane, tried and true and solid. and ready for growth. It is a family-owned, family-run company. So the founders of the company have both passed away, but 20 years ago, 23 years ago, 2002, they sold Park Lane to three of their sons, and the three sons now split the 2%. Our CEO, Scott, his daughter, Taylor, just has the best fashion eye. That's why our jewelry is just so beautiful. Taylor is the one that picks that jewelry out, and it just, oh my gosh, y'all, being a part of a family owned and operated. We go on these trips and all the grandkids are there running around. I mean, it is just, it's a ball. All right, let's talk about the product. So when you, in the land of direct sales, jewelry is the perfect product to sell. It's visual. You don't have to wear my earrings for 30 days to see if they're going to work for you. It is the perfect product to sell online. Again, it is visual. My sweet skincare lady. Okay, Jill, go stand by a window. Take a picture of yourself in natural light. Now she's trying to match my foundation to the, I am so grateful. Do you want gold or silver? Like it's just, woo, talk about easy peasy. Right, Tammy? And jewelry is consumable. Y'all, fashion is consumable. Tell me, is there room for one more pair of shoes in your closet? No, there is not. And I just bought two more pair today. Oh my goodness. Like I can't even put them all away. Like it is just because fashion is consumable. And that is jewelry is fashion and it's consumable as well. So dealing in a product that is consumable is very important as well. And it's lightweight and easy to ship around. And when it's time for me to move some of my samples on, I can have a sample sale and sell them. Versus I've only cooked muffins in it twice. Do you want to buy it? And now I got to find a box and it's going to be so expensive to send to you. Like it just, I mean, I love that. I sell my samples. That's my money for the new product that comes out. Like it just, jewelry is the perfect product to sell. And in the land of jewelry, partnering with the right company, and that absolutely is Park Lane. Like it, the quality of our jewelry, the guarantee on our jewelry, anything happens to it in the first 120 days, the baby yanks it off your neck into tiny little pieces. Park Lane will replace it for free. After that, for $10 plus shipping, they will replace it until it has been out of the line for a year. Once it's been out of the line for a year, you know, $28 for a pair of earrings, you don't get to hand them down to the next generation. But you're definitely going to get some great wear out of them for yourself and maybe beyond. I do know with 70 years of Park Lane, I know people that have Park Lane, like grandma's Park Lane jewelry. Oh my gosh, Jill, look at this. It says Park Lane on it. It has been so fun. We work with 27 different designers, which is what gives our jewelry such varied. I mean, I just say there is something for everyone in our line of jewelry. You like super trendy. We got the feather earrings all the way to the other end of the spectrum with the tiny pearl post earrings, just like the ones I wore in the military and everything in between. The other great thing about jewelry is there's no brand loyalty. So you can mix your Park Lane earrings with the necklace you got for graduation, with the Cheerio bracelet that the grandkids made you, right? Just stack it all in there together. Like there's no brand loyalty, where with skincare, you use, because it all interacts, right? You got to convince them to come on over to your line. But let's talk about the programs. And this truly is what sets Park Lane apart in the realm of all the direct sales companies, is the programs that we have. Our customer program. Put a C in the chat. Have you shopped our customer special? Our buy two at full price. Your next 4 items are half price. Buy 2, get 4, and the 2 at full price are your 2 least expensive. What retailer does that? If you know of one, let me know. If I like their product, I would like to shop with them. I mean, I laughed. If there was a department store in town, or not even in town, in your town, I'd come visit you with an empty suitcase. Like buy 2, get 4. Who does that? And then for the 4.5 years I've been in Park Lane, Park Lane has added an extra on top of it. And they changed that extra, but it's always at least build your cart to 90 and you can take any item in the entire collection for $35. So a lot of my gals get one of our gorgeous impression bracelets. These sweeties retail for $188. They're worth every single penny. The first time I opened one, it actually caught my breath. They're so beautiful. And I love that. She gets one for $35, and it is not the last one she's getting. We just started my Impression Obsession collection. Yes, you did. Lisa. It is an impression obsession. So I won't show you how many I have. They're all over there on the counter. So that customer program keeps customers coming back. And what I've noticed compared to my previous company, my average customer ticket has doubled, if not tripled. I did an in-person party on Monday night. 5 gals ordered. The party was over $800 with 5 orders. Like, that was not the case in my previous company. The other thing I love, those half price items, we still make our full commission on those. So Park Lane doesn't take some of our commission away because of those half price items. Then we have our hostess program. And being part of a company that has a very strong hostess program is key. This is how you can build a business even if you feel like you don't know a lot of people. Because really, with any business, I mean, you're going to run out of friends and family, right? Like, I mean, unless you have oodles and oodles and oodles of friends and family, at some point, branching out. And that's what that hostess program allows you to do. So Park Lane is essentially bribing your hostesses to introduce their friends to you, to come share Park Lane jewelry with them. So every party I do, 10, 15, 20 new people that I'm in front of, adding them to my VIP group. And the repeat orders, I never saw repeat orders like this in my previous company. It just, oh my goodness. And Park Lane is constantly dropping new jewelry, new specials, new sales, new style drops, which is a fabulous piece of jewelry. Typically with a $40 purchase, they can get it for $35. And it's something really nice. Like, orders coming in. I love waking up. Oh, yay, look at all these people that shop. Very exciting. So that hostess program, Park Lane, the way it works, up to 9 orders, our hostess gets $20 per order in free jewelry. At 10 orders, they double to $40 per order in free jewelry. So don't you know, she is gunning for the 10 orders. And I love that Park Lane doesn't judge her friends' pocketbooks. So each order could be $30. They could each order one $30 item. Our hostess minimum is $300. The party does need to hit $300 net, which doesn't include those $35 bonus items. And once it does, all of those hostess freebies kick in for her. So let me tell you, they are working hard to get those 10 orders and reaching out, and this person and that person. And I love with the online, I mean, you can have hostesses anywhere. And she can have her friends and her cousins and her roommate from college. That was my first party. My roommate from college hosted my first Park Lane online party. Plus, she's going to get 4 items at half price. She doesn't have to buy anything retail. And she always gets at least one $35 bonus item. And the most it costs us as a stylist to give her that is $9. Like, it just, you've doubled your exposure. You've made some money. I mean, the win on that. Then we have our stylist programs. And as a leader in Park Lane, as a leader in this industry for a very long time, in my previous company, I spent a lot of time and energy coming up with different contests, different prizes, different this, like, because our company, they did some, but not very many. Park Lane has an every single month, we call it our Rich Rewards Club. There's $1,200 worth of jewelry on the table for you to earn as a stylist. And most of it is your choice of jewelry. So it's Rich Rewards level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and doing different things in the month. Get you those. I love, as a leader, I can come alongside a stylist and what do you want out of your business? Park Lane has no quotas, no minimums. So it's really up to you. How much, financially, what do you need? How much time do you have to invest in this? What do you want to do with it? We've got gals on the team paying their mortgage with their Park Lane income. We've got gals on their team getting a great tax write-off because they were buying jewelry anyway. Now you might as well get your commission back and write it off on your taxes because it's a business expense, all those little samples. But that Rich Rewards Club, like I love coming alongside a stylist and coaching her for that. Let's hit RRC1 every single month. That gets you $250 in free jewelry every single month. I mean, what is that? $3,000 in jewelry in the year? Like it is very easy to hit RRC1. You just being intentional with it. Absolutely. Paying college tuition. Yes, Evelyn. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Those stylist programs, like Tammy said, we have a Mercedes car plan, and that kicks in at our first level of leadership. You don't have to be some high wig mucky muck to get that bonus. Should you decide, you know what, I like the car that I have, or me for the longest time, I really don't want the muddy cleats in a Mercedes. I'm content to drive the black Kia minivan, which I felt for the longest time was kind of the opposite of a white Mercedes, was the black Kia minivan. I did finally pull the trigger last fall. So Snow White, it's the first car I've ever parked in the garage, y'all. Like we made a room, maybe. Snow White. She gets my husband bought me the pass wash, like the unlimited car wash, because she does not like to be dirty. She's a little picky about that. So we keep her nice and clean. Every time, like I walked to grab a soda this afternoon, I just can't believe it's the nicest car I've ever owned. Anyway, I have a lot of children that we don't buy nice things, right? Or I used to not do that. So we've got that Mercedes car plan. Should you decide, no, I don't want a Mercedes, you can take the $500 bonus. If you take the Mercedes, Park Lane is going to give you $700 a month. And they said, whatever Mercedes you want to drive, Jill, as long as it's within 2 years old when you first purchased it. And it was so easy. Oh my gosh. I just had to snap a picture of my purchase agreement and email it to me. The bonus kicked in and I was so excited. All right. 2 luxury travel trips a year. So we are currently in the process of earning a trip to Holland. And I will not lie. Should you decide to join us, you are going to make the stylist that recruited you incredibly happy, because you count as one of her trip recruits, and all of your sales through the end of August, she gets double points for. So if she's a little bit excited about you joining her team, it is for good reason. And my grandpa actually came over on the boat from Holland, and I have never been there. So I just feel like I need to go honor the Han Koop name and go back to the motherland, right? Oh, I pinched myself. I can't believe it. The no credit card processing fees. We submit all the business to Park Lane by midnight on Wednesday. I usually see it hit my bank account on Fridays every single week. So if you're not used to a weekly paycheck, I'm a little spoiled over here. I won't lie. What else do I need to talk about? We have a Sparkle Box subscription, and we've got a fantastic fundraising option. Park Lane will give 50% back if they're a 501c3. Like it just, oh my goodness. I live 45 minutes from the Texas Hill Country. I'm technically in the Texas Hill Country, but 45 minutes from that utter devastation. And it was lots of support. Samaritan's Purse, I did one of my hostesses that next weekend was from Kerrville, Texas, and we turned her party into a fundraiser. It just, to have access to that has been huge. Do we make money? Golly, I get all excited about all this other stuff. Yes, Tammy, that was your job to remind. Yes, we make money. We make between 30 and 50%. So I love with Park Lane, when you first come in as a fashion stylist, we call you 30% commission, one of the highest in all of the direct sales spaces. Your first promotion to branch, which means you've brought one person in. And actually the leadership, we train her. You don't even have to train her. We do all of that for you. That person promotes you to branch, brings you to 35% commission, and we never go backwards in Park Lane. So should Susie that you recruited decide not to stay with it, you will forever be a branch until you move up to area. We say Parkland cares about our mental health over here. Now, one of the things that I really loved in my previous company, I had worked my way almost to the top. And Park Lane, if you have previous direct sales experience, we definitely need to talk, especially if you built a team in your current or previous company. Park Lane wants to look at bringing you over at an equivalent level. Now, the downline commission won't happen until you start recruiting, but coming in at a higher personal commission, that my experience, my 22 years of leadership experience was honored and recognized, just like it would be in the civilian, like real world, right? Like you wouldn't start out as the secretary again after you'd worked your way up, right? Not that there's anything wrong with being a secretary. But you just keep moving up. All right, let's talk what it takes to get started. So we have 3 packages that you can get started with. The first one is $129. It comes with $500, your choice of jewelry. Or you can go a bigger package for $229, $1,000 worth of jewelry, or $439 for $2,000 worth of jewelry. Now,
What's the special, Jill? What's the special?
You know, my theory is why wait? Why not try it now? And Park Lane believes that too, because right now Park Lane's going to add $200 in extra jewelry to that startup package. So for $129, which I'll be honest, that's what I recommend my gals to come in at. Come in at $129. You're going to get $700 worth of your choice of jewelry. And Park Lane just asked that you do a launch party. And what a launch party looks like is you really play the role of the hostess. That said, we're going to come alongside, help you think about who to invite, what to say to invite them, all the things. You play the role of the hostess. So all of that hostess free jewelry is yours. But come payday, all of that commission is yours as well. So with my new stylist, if you're even sitting on the fence, just do it. Just do it. Look at all the fun you might just have and all the extra bling and all the extra sparkle. And at the end of that launch party, if you're like, you know what, Jill, thanks, but no thanks. That is just not what I thought it was going to be. The jewelry's yours. The money is yours. Take that jewelry, keep it, sell it, give it away. I just think everybody to just give us a try. And what if you loved it? And that our goal for our new stylist is to have $1,000 launch party. So out of the gate, you've made about $300. So you have more than paid off your startup. We're hoping to get you at least $400 in free jewelry to add to the $700. I just think, what do you think, Tammy? Should they start now?
Go ahead and start now. It won't hurt you. Walk away with extra bling in your house, okay?
I love that I'm a walking advertisement as well. So there's nothing like having new sparkles arrive at your house to make you want to go. And for me, back in the day, it was I put on the cute earrings and suddenly the burp stain t-shirt wasn't quite as cute. And it was just this gravitational pull of like just feeling great about how you look and that confidence. Like I say, when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good. And anyway. Any questions? I know I have blathered for a long time. I told Tammy, I am really excited. All right, y'all. Well, hey, Tammy is going to put a link to a survey in the chat. It also will be, if you are in our messenger chat, she will put that link there. Go ahead and fill that out for us. If it takes longer than 30 seconds, we have put the wrong survey in there. So it's a quick and easy to do. If you are watching the replay, make sure you get that survey filled out by Thursday night. First thing Friday morning, I will do the drawing and somebody's going to win a free necklace. So thank you guys so much for hanging out here tonight. Feel free to reach out to me private. What happened?
What's the secret word?
Oh goodness. You know what? Nope. Oh, I do. I even have it. I need like a stepper sticky that just says secret word. Our secret word. Well, I think it needs to be Holland. What do you guys think? Yes, because I can't seem to remember how to spell Amsterdam. I keep wanting to put a P in Amsterdam. Anybody? Like I had to like go Google it. I'm like, I really thought there was a P. So we're gonna go with Holland. Holland is the secret word tonight. And thank you guys so much. Thank you for supporting your hostess. And even if you're thinking, you know what, I just thanks, but no thanks, Jill. It sounds like a great thing, but then just host a party with her. Get all that free jewelry, host a party. You might be in the middle of that party and be like, well, okay, this really is fun. And we can do what we call flipping it and turn you into a stylist right there. So we can, and you know what, Evelyn, you don't have to make fun of me like that. That doesn't look right either, but I don't know why. So I know when I add a P that I, I know it's wrong, but I just keep wanting anyway. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Y'all passed the spelling test. It's good. Take care, y'all. Good night.